All right, let me get this set up because it's been a while.
Been a while, and listen.
Oh.
Coffee.
Yes, coffee.
Mm-hmm. I'm making a lot of it. I've just been doing AeroPress coffee, and it's been great.
Eventually, I will have to replace this little Keurig or whatnot. I think it's coming to the end. I've cleaned it out and everything, but I don't know.
Just
It's on
do
the
a
glass legs.
literally buy an AeroPress, and it's so easy. They're cheap. They don't have any mechanical parts, so they don't really break. You just make a single cup of coffee. Or you could do two. Just do it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
I-
Crow and I are communicating.
I've missed you and Quaid. It seems like you guys have been so busy lately.
Quaid's got a lot of out processing, and my work likes me to work more than I like to work, which is fair, but also I don't like it.
and you're not in No Hope Pope yet.
I
Still,
wish, man. That place is great.
everyone hates it, but you're like, give me.
Dude, literally, everyone's like, "There's nothing to do." I was like, "Oh, I can find stuff to do. Don't you? I got World of Warcraft. I got
Yes.
I can fill my time with useless stuff. It's way better than working."
Yeah, people are stupid. Oh. I mean,
Well, I've never been to like Canon. They're like, "Yeah, I like a place with good pace," and you know that. And I was like, "There's like one
Dude.
place or two places like that in the Air Force, and you just happen to be there."
dude, there's someone like that was like, man, dude, Travis sucks. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Like, what the fuck, dude? You're in California. Like,
Go to Canon.
yeah.
My God.
I'm
Like everyone
hey.
here, they're like, "Oh, good."
I'm like, what happens if you drive? Like, I was like, what happens if you drive like an hour and a half east? Like, oh, well, I'm in Tahoe. Okay. And what happens if you drive 40 minutes west? Oh, I'm at the beach. Holy shit. You know where you can do that at? Nowhere else. And they're paying you to be here. They're giving you a housing
Just
allowance.
here. Yep.
They literally give you money to pay for shit.
You want to know what happens when I drove around after Cannon? I was still at Cannon.
God.
It's empty. There's nothing there.
There's stuff there. Just ghosts and fucking depression.
That's cow shit.
Government issued depression. You will be depressed and you will like it.
Sounds like college.
Yeah, but college you had a goddamn choice. You could stay or leave.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't leave the military without going to jail. Directly to jail.
Directly to jail.
Crow's been playing the WoW.
I saw his Orc Hunter last night. He has a Tali.
He has deer. That's all I know.
I was so worried that when you drained the artifact, that was the end of him. But they at least let you cosmetic skin him or whatever.
Oh no, it's just they basically just gave a talent to BM hunters that you could have an additional pet.
And they chose him.
No, it's just anyone you choose.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It doesn't have his name or whatever.
Aw.
Yep.
Well,
I still
that's
remember
fun.
that when it was like, right as soon as the BFA expansion launched, it's just you watch your companion just fucking fade away. You're like, no.
I remember that.
farewell."
I know, and it was awful because it's just like you have to destroy the Ashbringer, and it's just like you can't destroy the Ashbringer. It's been in so much of the lore leading up
And
until
it's
now.
gone.
And it's gone. Yeah. It's just like it was used by Tyrion Fordring at the Lich King battle and whatnot. It was used before that, like in the just after the culling of Strathholm when it was corrupted by his son, and it's just like, oh.
Do you remember during the Legion fucking Illidan the fucking Naru try to like save him or convert him, and he turned that fucking Naru into a fucking 1,000-piece puzzle?
Yes. It's just like, I am my scars, and just like
I beam, and you're like, oh no, he's losing, and I'm just like, they're like, oh my god, what happened? I'm like, dude, that's a big ass puzzle you guys gotta put back together. We struggle getting 7 pieces, try thousands.
quickly.
It's like Warhammer when they just retcon things. They're like, hey, remember the squats? They don't exist. And everyone's like, what do you mean they don't exist? Like they have lore, they have ships, they have armies. And like, no, they just aren't anymore.
Dude, they had some, and then I like how they always forget about, like, after you're done with the zone, the other old zones or whatever, they just forget exactly. Pandas, never been there.
Yep.
Never been to the fucking Panda Land. I know it exists. I see it on the map. I don't want to look at it.
But the
Where do
thing
pandas
is,
come from?
they have both the ambassadors on the Horde and the Alliance side, and in every cutscene, they're dead silent.
Oh, they said some stuff in Dragonflight at the end for the when you're in the dream, or whatever, and stuff like that. But half the time they're I don't know what they're saying because I'm just watching the fucking female one do flips.
So basically, they became Bane. They became Bane. They don't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, at least, like I said, at least it's better than Jaina. Like, we need to stop this. Teleports away.
Yes,
And then
it's
you get
just
a
like,
quest,
thanks,
kill
Jaina.
10 invaders. You're like, what the fuck are you, bitch? I mean, she was a raid boss, so I guess she's just scared of us now.
She
We whooped her fucking
teleported.
ass.
She teleported to Subway to get a sandwich.
Because she's just fucking binge eating, dude. She's got bulimic. Oh no, it all makes sense now.
Yep.
Even though I think the Jaina fight was one of the fucking coolest. I wouldn't say like mechanical fight, but just like her voice, the voice actor had so much passion in it, and then the scene around it. Because you're on a ship, you're going through the ocean, and then she teleports over the water and freezes the fucking ocean. And then you have to jump off the ship and chase her down. And then her main mechanic was really cool, where eventually people would freeze, and you'd have to break them out of their ice prisons before you saw, like, you know, like the cross mage where you have like the giant ice lance.
Yeah.
Dude, just see a giant ice lance starts forming over their fucking heads, and you're just like, no, I'll save you, Jimmy.
God.
And then, yeah, fucking Fire Phase and Arcane. Turns out she just swapped fucking specs. I've been having fun with Arcane, though, dude. I just kind of scream whenever I pop Lust. I'm like, hold on, I'm
Yes.
about to bust.
Yeah. The time warp, yeah.
Now, Arcane has a random chance to just proc time warp on themselves for like 10 seconds or whatever, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So just randomly during the fight, you're like, oh, power.
I just like how some of my abilities can randomly proc an animal to show up, and then it could also double proc an animal to show up. So sometimes I go from having like none to having like 12, just attacking the dude. I'm just like, yes,
Oh,
I don't have to do anything.
dude, Bramble, I need to show you how Rhett plays, dude. Rhett is disgusting. So there's two of the hero talents, and one of them's like Scion of the Sun.
Yeah.
And whenever you cast wings, you create 2 lines, small little lines between you and like your 2 closest targets, and you could drag those lines across things to either heal allies or damage enemies. And then when you do Wake of Ashes, you create 5, and then you could proc wings again, and you can get more and keep extending. So you have all these like beams of light just fucking burning everything around you. And then the other one is just hammer, big smash.
I do not know where my authenticator currently is, but it's around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'll just swap to the phone one.
I cannot without the back of the authenticator's number.
True.
I'll find it, don't worry. And even if I don't, if there's a free weekend, if I have a chance, I'll give it a chance. Otherwise, it's just like, I've got to work all the time. Bleh.
Yep.
We just got out of our, what is it, the last quarter, so now they're actually giving us hours again, so we're full-time again. And we'll see how long that lasts. Probably until Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, they'll pit her out with hours.
Yeah. Be like, oh no.
It's how it goes. I see Tony. I sentence you to Wildwood forever.
I'd rather go to hell.
I cast you out. You may not return until you complete the Wildwood Adventure path
Oh my God.
and
He
find
was-
yourself worthy.
They were so miffed yesterday. It was just like I didn't even have to say anything. They said everything I was saying for months now.
Mm-hmm.
I need to turn notifications back on in that game because I think I turned them off temporarily. I have to get the chat and everything back like I do on this one.
Tony.
Hello.
We're just talking. You were cast out. You were cast you out. Sentence you to Wildwood.
Well, hey, it was only a matter of time, eh?
Yep. Until
Good
you
day.
find something written by Paizo that has cohesion, you may not return.
So I guess I gotta start working for Paizo then and make a campaign. Shit.
Yeah. Basically, what I want you to do is just recreate Dragon Ball.
That's what's Iron's
Oh, okay.
doing. Iron's trying
Alright,
to make
so-
a campaign right now.
So we're making Dragon Ball. Like, do you want the Goku adventure, or do
Yes.
you want the? Okay, so a setting where you run into a small child with a tail,
Yep.
a Vanara child who
Or
has an
you just-
orb.
or a child who just has tails all over his body. You know,
Fair,
whatever.
either
Or a
whichever
mon-
one.
Taylor
or a
Swift.
mon-
Swift's choice.
or a monkey with just a fucking regular kid's face.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Well, listen, you know how everyone thinks owlbears are like it's the bear body with the owl. What if it was reverse? Okay, wouldn't that be scarier? Just the fucking flying like air like bears, dude.
This is like those questions where it's like, would you rather fight like one elephant-sized like deer or 12 deer-sized elephant or something like that? And you're like, what? I think both suck. It's like one of those questions. Which one's worse? You're like, both are bad. I don't want either.
Yeah, I remember that. But like, what's like, you know, which one would you do though, bro?
I don't know.
Well, what do you think you could handle all the elephants?
I don't think like I said, I don't think I can do either. It's a lose-lose. I don't want an owl with a bear face on it attacking me. That sounds awful. It's gonna bite the shit out of me.
It's
And an
gonna
owl bear is just gonna bite the shit out of me. It's always a lose-lose.
I just imagine like you have like your fucking lamp and shit. You're going through the forest. Like what creature is that? And then just the fucking owl bear or bear owl turns its fucking head like 180 degrees, and it's just a big ass bear head.
Like, oh no. Quaid warned me about these.
Oh no, the prophecy is true.
What abomination! Reminds me of Avatar, where they're like, "Yeah, the Emperor has a bear," and they're like, "A fox bear, an owl bear? No, just a regular bear." They're like, what the fuck is that?
Like, huh? Wolf
Well-
bears.
How about we get started with a recap of what happened last time? It's been a while. It's been like a month.
I've missed all the sessions, and I don't know if there was any in between.
There was
like-
not. There was not, unfortunately, because of with August, everyone was either working or sick.
or on vacation.
Vacation too.
Well, I remember that we left the city, and there's like a weird retcon image of the King of the Sun because he forgot everything. And then we danced. Was there dancing?
We tried to remember what we forgot, but we only remembered what they wanted us to remember. We were deciding what to do next.
You did research for the gateway to the Redstar,
We wanted to go to space. Yep, Mars is good.
and you found
But
out.
first, we had to.
Go ahead.
But first, we had to do our jobs.
Oh, that's right. He tried to make us do our job. Ugh.
You're still doing your job. You
Mm.
cannot leave on the expedition until you finish the semester, and the semester is not done yet.
All right, everyone get those 5 pull-ups. Gets an A, 4 a B, 3 a C, 2 a D, 1 or lower F. All right, that's Grong's test. That's it. You can go home.
What about the kids who can't do it?
F.
F.
Wow. But we had a few encounters. We had a dragon who wanted an artifact in the Magambia's possession.
Mhm.
And we managed to convince him to just kind of stick around since he's here and the artifact's here. Basically the same thing.
It's like, I need it in my possession. We're like, what if you moved in?
Also,
Which
how Jen decided she wanted to be cute and steal said artifact from Haros's dimension.
she was very
Which did
cute,
not-
and she succeeded.
She succeeded until she didn't.
Yeah, until we were like, all right, guess we're moving into your place.
Moving into your place. That's right.
Oh,
He's like, I forgot. That's how you solved the other one.
it's the reverse.
And then we removed her admin rights.
Haros read her the riot act in Tien.
Oh, and then there was the fairies, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. I had actually forgotten about the fairy.
And now we just let them keep doing what they're doing.
Is that what happened?
Kind of.
I
Well,
remember.
he just said figure out what's going on. We said it's fairies, and then we left him.
Yes. Samshu shrunk down to tiny size and helped them screw with him.
Yeah. Started moving all the stuff an inch over, so he stubs his toe. Oh god.
Grung was like in a hastily made disguise, just waiting for someone to come in to like fuck with him. No one did.
Nope, it's fairies. I'll tell Professor OT to look out because they're gonna come for him.
There was one more thing that happened. I believe it was due to summoning.
Oh, that's right. We almost died.
Who almost died?
We had a class, and in the class, we were like, we're going to show you how to summon stuff. And then we failed. That's what all the occultism checks were.
Yes, and I believe Haros sent one of them back where they came from.
He
yes,
did.
and the other one hurt.
He'll be able to come back in a week.
If he wants to.
Pretty sure
I'm
you
sure he-
embarrassed him.
I'm sure he won't hold a grudge.
I love we just didn't tell the students, like, nah, this is part of the summoning. And somebody's like, students, you should run.
That was Essie. Essie told them to run.
That's fair. Trying to cover up for our own mistakes.
See, it was a learning moment for us all.
Yep.
Especially those who summon demons, Zeris.
Stop
That's-
summoning demons.
Where
On
is
school grounds.
Where is the Xeris? Is he awake yet? It does not look like it. We'll have to go on without him because we do have 4 people. Okay. Also, in your research, you discovered the Iobane, which are a sect of Zen magi who trace their lineage back to the 10 magical warriors alongside Chitambe, and someone called the King of Biting Ants. Who's the King of Biting Ants?
Someone. Definitely somebody.
I have eaten ants.
I believe he was the sorcerer that was defeated by the original warriors of the Magambia. And I believe his title was Archmage Chitambe.
One of the 9 archmages. Like Nex and Geb and Hao Jin and Absalon.
What was that last one?
Absalon was a archmage.
Oh.
He named the
Sounds-
island he raised from the sea after himself.
Ah, good, not full of himself at all. Got it.
Yeah, they all are. Haojin is too.
So art mages are like, you know, like Ford manufacturer, right? Essentially, like, they named their company after themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Like the Ruby monks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, who's going to teach today?
Well, those of us who haven't, so I guess what, me and Grung and I think Disco taught already.
right?
Did you teach?
Yeah,
I haven't.
I beat up Xerath.
I also haven't.
You beat up Zeus.
Oh, that's right. Yours was uneventful. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I was going to teach, though. So if anyone else has any ideas, they can go first. I had an idea, but it lost me over the last 3 weeks.
That's okay. You can do what every teacher does when they don't know what to teach. They can give their students a riddle or a puzzle and watch
Put
them
on a
struggle.
movie.
Yeah.
Everyone loves movie teacher. Yeah. Oh, no, that's right. I remember now. I was going to teach them that really, really weird language I know now.
Mm-hmm.
They were all going to hate it because it's ridiculous. So that's my plan.
It's like teaching fucking calculus to like fucking third graders.
That's what I'm saying. They'll be like, what? I'll be like, I know, right? What? This took me a while. And Grung almost figured it out.
Mhm.
And Ignacy lied to me.
Well, you said he wasn't worthy to stand with you guys, so he fucked with you a little.
He did. That's okay. I don't blame him. I blame him for everything else, though.
Just to
Alright,
let you know that your mic is hot, Crow.
Oh, yeah, let me.
I'm back.
Hey.
I've caught the tail end. So we're supposed to be teaching, correct?
Yes, teaching. We're just deciding who wants to go first.
Who has not gone so far? I know I taught like maybe 3 weeks ago, but I don't know if that we've done on a new cycle.
No, we're not.
Okay. You know, I'll do a class on nature.
You already did.
I think I do on medicine, but I involve nature.
Right.
No, this one's nature.
This will be like nature specific, unless it's different. Go ahead.
You've already taught.
Oh, well, then. Who has not taught so far?
It is my turn to teach class on the annoying language I learned. It
Ooh,
will be so much fun. The students will love it.
All right, let me set things up here for you. And I shall bring you to the courtyard. And there you are, Lore Speaker Samshu.
Where's our unfoldable stage? Get it out.
Yep.
Minute teacher of incoming students.
I was like, what's this long ass name?
Because Professor OT was the friendly teacher of incoming students, I had to work up a title for Ignacy because he gave him that job.
We did. We gave OT the headmaster now. Because the old headmaster left? What happened to his boss?
Well, in the last module, you determined that there was some connection to him and that kind of Roshaka kind of guy. I think it was Akimazem, the one you previously defeated as the servant of an ancient pharaoh. There's kind of a conspiracy going on with the Magambia, but you chose to focus on other things.
That sounds right.
So he's just kind of not here now. He kind of faded out What
He's
was
like,
it?
they're on to me. I'm out of here.
Yeah, the old headmaster kind of didn't do anything anyway, so it was just like, why am I keeping this man?
You kind of just talk shit about OT. I was his teacher.
Head Sun Mage Obama. Obama.
Obama. Yep. All right.
So all the students are gathered, ready to learn this mysterious language that you keep referring to whenever you talk about, you know, these fantastical stories that you've been telling about the Golden City. So this has piqued a lot of interest within the school, not only among the students, but among the teachers as well. So Headmaster OT is here. How Jin is going to be here. Your new friend RadioCon is going to be here.
All right. Trying to think about how I'm going to write out these things because they're multi-layered and a chalkboard wouldn't work like that. Hold on. Prestidigitation. Bindings, lift, make. Oh God. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull out a chalkboard, right?
Yeah.
Get a nice board up and start explaining. Like, all right, so here's how it goes. You have all these symbols, but instead of being written in a sentence, they're like written on top of each other.
Grung's nodding his head.
Because Grug understood. Yeah, and I start like trying to do it on a chalkboard, but obviously it's all about layers. So I'll start using. Let's see. I got prestidigitation, so I can make the symbol in the air. People kind of understand the layers a little better.
All right, yeah.
And trying to explain as clearly as I can, but Samshu herself just learned it, a while ago, I guess. But I try to go through and teach what I had to learn the whole time, which was a pain.
Some of the students are very interested, but they want more substance to it. So we're gonna have Hybrim, or excuse me, what's the other guy? Okoro. Yeah, Okoro's going to come forward with questions for Samshu, and he's gonna take some of his TTRPG nonsense that he does on the side with his gaming group or whatnot, and he's going to take the same sort of materials he uses to make those miniatures and try to make some of the symbols that you're making on the chalkboard and make more three-dimensional kind of, not projections of them, but things that you can hold with your hands and whatnot. And he makes a couple examples as you go through the lesson and whatnot, and looks kind of like Legos that you can stack on top of each other. So as you build the sentence and you build the characters, he too builds the little Lego build alongside you.
Exactly as I planned. Yes, thank you, Coro. That's much more helpful than just seeing. Being able to... It's really about feeling language, which is weird, but important. Especially when you're trying to read an entire library of books on the subject.
Grung had to fill the library.
With dirt? With dirt from the hole?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
So while this is going on and Samshu's doing her demonstration and Okoro is assisting her by doing like the actual, like synthesis of these little tablets that can stack and whatnot to create the grammatical context of the language, Hybrim is going to come over to Disco and say, "It's ready."
What's ready?
The ship.
Have you been going without me?
Wait, the maiden flight is today. We'll go immediately after Samshu's lesson is done.
Okay, we'll bring the other speakers as well.
And he'll go
Good
back
job,
to
by the way.
So she's just going on and on, getting more and more in detail, probably losing more and more students as she keeps going.
The students are extremely polite. They'll at least feign interest and whatnot. Essie is extremely interested in this because she studies societies and whatnot. Radio Khan, he's less than impressed because he's going like he wants to see like this Rosetta Stone or whatever that you used to translate the language, because there's no way you did it piece by piece. You didn't just stare at a wall for days on end and then suddenly things clicked. Where's the guide?
I am the guide. If I die, all the knowledge goes with me.
That's
Well, Grung knows too. Samshu, I helped you that one time.
Grung did help me, but could Grung teach this class?
Let me give it a shot.
Okay,
Oh
come
my
on up,
God.
Grung.
Grung will attempt the best to teach it in the way he knows.
okay.
I'll make you. Here.
By
I think I can make a
talking-
stone wall.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, he'll draw with his finger in the stone wall.
Okay.
And he'll try to teach it a different way. He's not going to try to teach it as if it's a language. He's going to try to teach it as if they're, what's it called? They're witnessing events. So it's almost like a picture book is how he's explaining it.
Okay.
Because pictures have depth, even though it's fake depth. So for him, it's like the perception of depth versus actual layering. So that's how he's going about it.
Yes.
Because he can't read. He just sees the symbols like, oh, it's a scene. I see what they're showing me versus what I know what I'm reading.
Yeah, and
It's a movie.
so as you make the relation to say like hieroglyphics and whatnot, the dragon nods its head and sees like the depth at which you stick your finger into the stone, and also the different heights at which you use to create the different syntax and grammatical tenses within the language and whatnot. It really feels about how much force and passion you put into the words with how deep some of the characters go. So that is in fact a necessary tenet of one of the components of the language that you were missing back in Osibu.
Good job, Grung.
I think we got everyone there, so I'm sure everyone understands a bit now.
I should have understood it before, but I guess it's helping.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Okoro's going to take what you've presented today, and he's going to draw up a paper and whatnot, and also get a working Rosetta Stone working for this language, because he loves ciphers. He likes these kind of puzzles and stuff like that, and this is something non-conventional that he has not seen within any society that he studied, either at the Magambia or seen within his little TTRPG worlds, like with Warhammer and the Medectus Mechanicus and whatnot. So he's pretty geared to work on this if you'll allow him.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day, and I share the knowledge with my people. These are my people.
So Okoro is going to work on that as one of his projects.
Ooh.
How Jin makes plans to steal it once it's done.
Yeah, it's already in my head.
Alright, let's see here. I know I imported these. Just have to find out where the hell I put them. I know they're all here. This is so unfair. It's been so long that I've completely forgotten where I uploaded something. There he is. Hi, Sunmaids, Yobiyama. Ah, here we go. Yay, the filler quest. That's what I called it. So, are you ready to see the compilation of Hybrim and the other students making this, this flying ship that Disco requested?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's jump into it.
Oh, let me long rest. Yeah, get a long rest.
So, you can't jump into it yet because she doesn't have a name. And instead of a spaceship like Disco was expecting, it is a traditional dwarven airship that he used the adamantine frame to create.
Oh, did you misinterpret me?
What do you mean? She's beautiful. She's unlike anything
gorgeous.
Galarian has ever seen before. She deserves a proper name.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Hybrim. Would you like me to dub the ship?
Yes, of course.
Hmm.
Ooh, I'll get the bottle of alcohol ready.
Yes, the campaign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Just
no,
alright, where are you at?
Hmm.
Ooh, Grung has a suggestion for the name.
Okay, I'm all ears, Grung.
Eggs Benedict.
No eggs.
We're not going to crash.
Cloud Cutter.
All right.
And
How's
Grung
that?
will
I second Grun's Benedict.
And then after he says that, Grung's like, "Oh, that's it, okay," and he'll take his bottle and just fucking throw it against the boat as hard as he
Oh
can.
no!
Throw it so hard it goes
No.
through the ship, and it breaks the ship. It's like, oh,
Oh, yeah, you better get started on another one.
Oh no!
Oh, the bias
Lights
is
on fire
time.
from the alcohol.
God. But yeah,
I imagine when the thing hits it, it just fucking obliterates the bottle, and then there's nothing left of it.
or yeah, you throw it so hard it doesn't even touch the ship. It just immediately turns like red hot, like Nova hot, and melts.
Just molten glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Hybrim, may I ask?
Yes, of course.
So, this is the ship you created, I assume, out of the other ship?
Well, no. You gave me adamantine to work with, so I made the magical frame in which it uses to lift itself from the air
I see.
in the ship. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So now that I've gotten that working, I can do so much more now. You don't understand. Like I've reached a height of my study that I didn't think I could do before with just like the little glider wings that I had. You enabled me to do this. This is going to be the project that helps me graduate. Something like this I can take back to my people and have practical use for.
I'm very proud of the progress you made, Hybrim. I know when we first started, you were falling off of roofs quite often.
Yes.
And that's just a testament to who you are as a person. No matter what type of failures come your way, you persevere. And to see the culmination of your knowledge, your hard work and dedication in Cloud Cutter, maybe try it.
Yes, of course. Just remember, it uses driving lore.
Oh, who is good at driving lore here?
I have strength.
No.
Is it like
Right.
Shanti lore, man?
No.
I actually do.
Ooh,
Okay, so one person has driving lore. All right, so Captain Harros is gonna take the wheel, while
Harris, would you mind? I don't want to just impose.
I'm gonna ask the guy. Can you can you make wings for me so I could fly with Ixame?
Yes. Yes, I believe I could.
And so I could catch birds with my mouth in the air.
Um,
What? What?
Don't question it. Just let it happen.
Better to not know.
Grung being Homer Simpson in this moment is very wholesome. I would like to
Just
play with
making it
Maggie,
fun.
but also eat donuts in the air.
It's just like everyone's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then the next thing, like, what the fuck? Fuck, what was it? There's that one meme with like the druid is like, all right, what do you do during downtime? The druid's like, can I turn into an anteater, eat a bunch of ants? The DM's like, what?
Yeah,
Sure, I guess.
know what?
But why? Yeah, never mind.
Because I can. Because I can.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd ask you properly, Heroes, if you would like to be the driver behind the cloud cutter.
No driver.
It's very
I don't
important.
mind.
It's very important that one or more of you have driving lore for this module. So this is like this is your test before we get to Akaton.
I guess
I
I will have
remember
to
this
add-
test before with when we did the remaster for what was it? Elemental Evil.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
You're like, so who has carriage skills? We're
yeah.
like,
Who
"Nope."
has the driving lore for the carriage? It took you almost.
years.
It took you. Oh my god! It took you over 21
Month-
days
Yeah.
to make a 7-day journey in the Verduran Forest to get from one
We get
town to
lost.
Wispel. Yeah.
I'll fucking do it again.
Oh my god. That's why
We get lost a
Disco.
lot.
Yeah, that's why Disco teleports people now. All right, so Hybrim's going to direct you to secure loose objects, help stabilize the ship, and to keep its magical energies focused on lifting off the ground. Heros is going to need to make a DC 32 driving lore or engineering lore to help stabilize the ship. To secure loose objects and handle other unexpected physical tasks as needed, a DC 34 athletics check is needed by one of the supporters, and a DC 36 perception check is needed to watch out for potential problems by a supporter.
Okay.
Okay. Let me open up my character sheet to see if I can do any of these.
Well, you can obviously do perception, and I know one of you has athletics.
I will do the athletics.
Okay.
All right. I'll start off with the perception roll.
Okay.
Was a 45 good?
47. for
47
perception.
is a critical success. And 45 is also a critical success. That is a failure for driving lore.
I will give you my 1 hero point because I feel like we have definitely shunted you in a position,
All right.
and I know you can do this.
Gonna try it again.
There we go.
All right, so that is a pass. So what happens on this maiden voyage is the test flight consists of 3 phases: takeoff, flight, and landing. Each phase of the test flight requires you to attempt these skill checks to earn victory points. Wow, victory points again. Let's call them flight points to make it a little better. So we are in phase 1, which is takeoff, and based on these checks, the 2 critical successes and the success, you manage to successfully take off, and you start to get the attention of not only Magambia students but also Nabantu, as people begin getting up on rooftops and waving at you and whatnot, as they do not regularly see airships flying, and it begins to cause a little bit of a panic as Professor OT keeps running back and forth trying to get your attention. You did not approve anything for a flight of any kind. What if something goes wrong?
What?
What if
We
something...
can't hear you.
What if something goes... He uses a magical sending spell. What if something goes wrong?
Oh. Then we rely on the
Just-
strength of thousands.
Tell him we die. No.
I'm hanging my feet off the edge of the boat.
Okay.
We will do
You're
our
wrong.
best.
Grung will get into a handstand and walk to the edge.
This is less than just a test of faith, but more of a test that we believe in our students' work.
Mm-hmm.
And if something goes wrong, we'll figure it out. We are the speakers of Magambia. Now look towards everyone. We're doing it. We're in the air.
So you have earned 5 flight points already.
Ooh.
And you need a total of 11 or more
Oh boy.
in order to get the very much happiness of this student and whatnot. But don't worry, that he knows a lot about failure. He's been failing forward all of his life. So now we
You
are.
know what?
Go ahead.
To him. No, I was gonna say kudos to him for doing that, because I know it's not easy.
You're helping him live his dream right now. So no matter what happens, he's going to be thankful for you. Now we are in phase 2, which is the flight. So I'm going to need you to make your 3 checks again: the driving lore, the athletics, and the perception. Because
All
now
right,
you got to worry about those buildings in the Bantu, and also, like other things, like the birds that could fly into Grung's mouth.
I mean, I got a plus
Hunger.
25 on perception, so not perfect.
Okay.
Maybe just assist arrows.
I will assist whoever's doing the flaw. You're right.
Yeah,
so I
it's
can
with
do-
arrows.
yeah.
Give him a +2.
I'll batten down the hatches or whatever. No, I will not.
So that is a critical fail, so that reduces his to a 29, and a 29 is a failure. But Grung's is a success.
No. I'll use a second point. I can do that.
Okay.
No,
No.
It's not a critical
It's
failure.
not a critical failure. So
the die looked like it was a 1.
So Harros is a pretty big guy. He's got the wheel. He's got it steady. And Samshu's like, let me take that. And he takes his paw off the wheel for a second. And Samshu just goes like, vroom, and just like does like a somersault over the wheel as it suddenly shifts left. And she's on the opposite side of him now. And he just resumes taking the wheel.
It's the hollow bones.
Sounds like my fucking flight students. All right, your controls. All right, my controls. What the fuck was that?
All right. We need the
I'll never
perception.
tell. Oh, I apologize.
That's
let me
okay.
roll that now.
He was distracted watching the wheel.
Yes, it's just like Samshu. The ship's supposed to move, not you. All right, that is a success. You have 7 flight points in total now. As you know, you've made a perfect takeoff, and now things are getting a bit more tough because of the turbulence and whatnot. And as you're sailing through the city and making your way towards another body of water, you come around, and Harrow steers the ship so that, you know, they do that thing with the cruise ship that they get really, really close to land and then they honk the horn.
Okay. We're making a scene. I like that.
Yeah. So now you've...
Is there any way I could use this to help?
Yes, of course. Because you're a crew right now. That would help a lot.
Yeah, maybe I could call out things or whatever, or...
Mm-hmm. So you would be like first mate.
Well, I'm also doing the athletics, so it makes sense. I'm, like, running around.
Yep, and you can do it as a free action rather than a reaction, so that's very powerful. It all depends. How long do you want to stay up here? Do you want to stay up here until evening? as people gawk at you and see you flying by and whatnot, or is it going to be a short test flight? You know, like how long is the flight phase going to be?
I feel like we do a short one, right?
Let's
We
break the
don't-
record. Let's find that fucking bird.
Well, I think we already broke
48
the record.
Find that bird, the one that fucked us up last time. The
Oh,
fucking
God,
ancient of the
no.
trees. We'll show him.
We're actually, yeah, look at us now.
My God.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say a short one, but you know, it is its maiden flight. We want to see what's wrong with it when we land. It's like an airplane. You fly it once, you're like, that's a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll make it a first flight just to make sure, like, or a quicker flight.
It just looks at you and is horrified as you fly by.
Bitch.
All right. So as you have your fun and whatnot, you decide it's time to land. So let's begin the landing phase and whatnot, because you're gonna bring it right back down onto the Magambia from whence you took off. And Hybrim's, in his excitement, you know, like we didn't make a takeoff strip or a landing strip. It was kind of just like up and on. So give me that driving lore, that athletics to secure things, and that perception. And yes, you may do the group aids for all the rolls. That's a success.
Do my check first.
I'm assist Garung now because I can't drive. I should stop assisting people.
So I have untrained improvision. So would that work for the driving?
Yes, it would.
Or okay,
Yep.
so this is my aid for the driving.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a crit success. So, excuse me.
And here's my aid for perception.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's a crit success on the aid perception as well. So that's a 37. Let me look back at the things.
37. You just helped me basically pass it.
Yep. That's
36 with DC.
37, so that's a pass. Athletics is a
42, I think he did.
yeah, so
I did a
34.
49 for athletics.
Yeah, 34, so that's a critical success and a success. So that's 4 right there. You got 11 flight points. You did it.
Grunk.
You got the super happy ending, and Hybrim is elated as you bring it back down, and everything had worked perfectly. Everyone in the city knows what he has accomplished and what he's done. His heart is swelling, his face is just beaming, and Professor OT quickly climbs up onto the deck, and he applauds and claps for Hybrim and for you guys. He's overjoyed. No one was hurt, and you have some people from the city, like the sun mages and whatnot, who are coming by and to like reprimand you and say like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should have warned us something was happening. But you know, like, despite the scene, everyone is very, you know, like, very happy for the Magambia this day. And Hybrim thanks you all profusely, not only for naming the ship, but for seeing its maiden voyage to its fruition. So he's going to give you some stuff.
Whoa. The wings of Icarus.
I wish that would have been incredibly appropriate.
All right, Psalm show, BPO time.
Hell no, we're not the mechanics.
Who are they?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'll never tell.
All right, so gives you this. A hawk boat feather token, which is identical to a swan boat feather token, except the hawk boat feather token flies. So there you go.
Is it like Does it look like those things like on the lake that you paddle, the paddle swans in the air?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So the feather token swan boat, it's kind of like an ammunition. Feather can be activated when shot into the air instead of a body of warm water, and it transforms into a hawk-shaped boat instead of a swan-shaped boat, capable of carrying 32 medium creatures, 8 large creatures, or 2 huge creatures. The boat moves on air at a speed of 50 feet and lasts 1 day. So there you go. There's your flying thing. Just use the stats for a swan boat feather token and replace swim with fly.
Okay. This is incredible.
Yes,
Did he just try to one up us? Like, yeah, I know you have an airship, but here's a better one, I guess.
I'll add that to the party. Do it real quick.
I hope it helps you fulfill your dream, Lord Speaker Grung, because you helped me with mine today.
My dreams will. I'll always make sure that my dreams come true, and those around me.
And he's gonna go over and say thank you to Harros as well for driving, saying like there are not many people even back where he's from that could handle an airship. It takes a special type of person to have driving lore, especially when it's so obscure and not used in many adventure paths.
Well, you built it well. You kind of made it easy.
Thank you. But hang on to driving lore. It could come in handy someday. And he's going to very awkwardly turn to Samshu and thank her for helping with the maiden voyage as well.
For trying. Thank you for trying. Oh, thank
No, it's he understands that, you know, like not everyone is good at this. The fact that you came out here and supported him emotionally is just as good as you know, doing checks and whatnot. He wasn't too worried with Grung here because he had the athletic stuff under control. But unlike some of the other teachers like Zeras and McGee, you chose to be here right now on the airship. And that means something to him.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'm a good cheerleader. Huzzah.
Yep. And focus to Zeras sleeping in bed.
No, Zeras. Yeah. Now, I say thank you, and I'm glad everything went smoothly. You know, it was a great flight.
Mm-hmm. And then he's going to go over to Disco and say, without your gift of the adamantine, this would not have been possible. I think today is the day I'm ready to move on with my life. I feel like I've accomplished the thing I was sent here to do. And I can bring something back to my people and to the people of Nabantu, the people of the world. I've done it. I feel like I'm ready for the next chapter. Thank you, Lord Speaker Disco.
Well, I only gave it to you because I knew you had the knowledge and the talent to use such material to the greatest benefit. You do not have to thank me. Thank you yourself for the effort you put forward in all that you do. It is bittersweet to understand that if you feel like this is the conclusion of your studies, I will not hold you back. I appreciate you coming to us first about this. But know that if you do leave, you will be sorely missed, Hiram. And we wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Know that you always have a home here.
Thank you. I will, of course, visit. I will write. I could never forget what you've taught me, what all of you have taught me. But I can't stay here with the dream of flying when I've already experienced the reality. It's time to take that reality and apply it to help people. And with that, Professor OT is gonna start bawling and say like, We must graduate another so soon.
It's only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time, Professor. With such
Ignacy!
bright young minds here.
Ignacy, get over here and do the paperwork! Immediately!
Yeah, Ignacy, get on it.
Yes, it's just like Ignacy.
Bramble, now in Starfinder, there has to be like a company of ships that's named after him.
Oh yeah, Hybrim.
Cloud cutters.
Yeah.
The Hybrim's cloud cutters.
Yeah. We could do that. Yeah. In
All the
Starfinder.
way from the small civilian craft to giant cruisers.
You see the little cloud dragon on the side.
Whoa.
Wow.
So yeah, Go-
see.
yeah. Go ahead.
The
Go ahead.
biggest ship is a Grung class.
Crumb class. Oh god.
That's going to be your new athletics training. Everyone, we're going to make sure everything in the ship stays. If anything drops, you fail.
Yeah, all right, you're gonna have to grab these 3 ropes, pull them. Don't forget to twist that. Help that person grab this, pick this up, throw that. Why throw it? Just throw it.
Right.
Don't question your teacher.
All right, now go pick it up and bring it back here. I just want to see if you can throw it.
My god. Why would you do that to your student? I'd freak out
So I
if
added
someone
the,
did that in
ship.
simulation. Yep.
No worries. Sorry, I was going to say I added the feather token
Yep.
to our party stash.
Feta? Oh, I love feta.
Feather.
Feather.
Yeah, but Hybrim's going to, the first thing he's going to do is tell his parents and his friends and family back home, and then he's going to go around campus, you know, like telling Essie and Marima and, let's see, Noxolo and Ancharut that, you know, like it's time, he's ready, and they're gonna have a little party for him tonight and whatnot. To celebrate another person graduating. And I think it's appropriate that it happens on the ship. If you wish to join
Very
them.
fitting.
Party!
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
So as Cheshire supplies you your alcohol for the evening, you see Essie and Ancharut as well as Tenzenwe have all come together and sewn together a special little flag with the dwarven symbol on it, along with some of the Magambian colors to hang as a standard, as sort of a present to see him off.
Before the party, before the send off, I think I'll head off to the our local shop. Wow, it's been that long since I actually been there.
Powder pile.
Powder pile.
Yes.
And the powder pile at this point, what level items do they possess?
They possess up to level 4 for wands and potions, level 6 for staves. No weapons.
Okay.
Also, the little kobold greets you and says, like, hello, you have not been in to pick up your full 4 gold per month. Is something wrong?
I was actually just hoping you would hold on to that. What is my current total at?
The school owes you over 56 gold.
Oh, okay. I'm not. Tell you what. Hold on to that 56 gold. Because I'll use it for a purchase. How's that sound?
Wait, do they pay us even if we're teachers?
Yes! They pay you so you can have your apartment and stuff. Because
teachers tend to get paid.
Yes.
Which we probably owe a lot of rent. You probably owe a lot of rent now that I'm really thinking.
Haven't been paying anything.
What? What do you mean you don't rent? Where do you live?
In our area, our special place.
Our special place? You mean in Eros's thing?
I thought I lived in my mansion thing, no?
Yeah, you do. You can.
Where do
If-
you
I'm kidding, I'm
live?
kidding.
If you want to
Yeah.
cast that every night, you can. But if you want to have an apartment like a normal human being, yeah, they're in the city.
Listen, I
They're
haven't
not
li-
normal.
Listen, I just, I was living somewhere on campus for like 4 years without having a place.
Grung did literally live in a home.
Yes, Grunghole.
Okay,
I remember he tried to make one in a Cebu.
It worked.
I was about to say he succeeded.
Hey, it was a valuable lesson. We could have dug our way out of there. I tell everyone to remind them. We could have just dug. It would have worked, I swear. These magicians, these mages, they don't understand that there's 3 dimensions of things. You could go under their spells.
No. And that type of thinking is what helped you with the cloud cutter today, is because you remembered, airspace is 3-dimensional, despite what Starship Combat would have you believe.
Oh god.
Was I gonna even purchase? You know what? No, I'll take the 52 gold. Actually,
56.
if they have 56, okay, I'll
Yeah.
add 56, and I'll add that to my inventory. 56
Because
gold.
you have not collected in like 14 months your salary.
Man, if only world worked that way. You just put money aside and it invested itself, huh? I'll
It
thank
does.
them. No way. What are you afraid of?
If you're super wealthy, it does.
Yeah, live on interest.
I mean, the
Hooray!
banks will give you their 0.003% interest,
What do you mean poor people dying makes me more money? Why aren't we killing more poor people? Oh, hey, Zeros!
Hey,
Hey, you made it.
the
Yeah,
VA
sorry
called.
about
That's okay.
Their wait time's extended. No.
that.
You-
My dad's in the hospital.
Oh, I'm sorry.
no.
What happened?
Not a heart attack, but
Thank
his heart
God.
don't beat so good.
So he
Oh, really?
he
Yeah.
experienced cardiac arrest.
No, not a heart attack.
Okay.
Arithmetic heart, whatever it is.
I don't
Okay.
know. It's something about the electrical signals from the brain aren't telling the heart to beat in a certain part. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the rhythm. It's when it's just like it's either a regular heartbeat or odd heart, where it's like less or more, or just
Yeah.
Needs a
It-
pacemaker.
yeah.
Oh,
Or
dear.
How are you feeling, my man?
I don't know. It's treatable with medicines, what they said. So I don't know.
Okay. How are you though?
I'm fine. I'm not. I'm
Alright.
the type of guy who doesn't worry about shit until something actually happens. So I'm like,
I get that,
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir.
but still want to check
my,
in with
my
you.
family is the annoying one. They're like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude. Just
You're not a
relax."
doctor. How are you supposed to tell them that?
Carefully.
Well, yeah,
Like
well,
Dr. Carter from Family Guy. No.
Oh God.
According to Wikipedia, his kidneys have stopped working.
yeah, right.
We're glad you're here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad things are positive rather than negative.
I was hoping you had just overslept. I am so sorry about your father.
Don't worry about it. He's fine.
All right. Will you be joining us today?
If I'm not here next week, you'll know why. No.
Oh, no. Oh no!
Oh, you're getting tacos that day. Got it.
yeah, something like
Yes.
that.
Of course. Tacos.
So I'm a bit
Well-
tired, but nothing too bad.
Yep.
What's going on here,
Alright.
boys?
We were
Well-
just seeing Abram off because he finished the test flight thanks to the lore speaker's help. He's now graduated. He did his maiden flight for, they named it the Cloud Cutter. He made a full-blown airship that looks like this. With the frame that Disco gave him.
Not the best name, but alright, I'll accept it.
Disco looks down. Shit.
Hey, we wanted to name it Eggs Benedict, but they didn't agree with us.
Eggs Benedict? That's funny.
It's a growing idea.
If it had crashed, that would have been funny, yes.
So we're still on this platform doing like student stuff?
Nope, you're on.
We're actually
Go ahead.
celebrating right now.
Oh, okay.
They're
yeah,
on.
we're because Hiram is on his way out the door.
Yep, they're gonna have a little party for him on the ship. The students made him a little dwarven banner flag of his country with the strength of thousands little logo attached to it and whatnot. They have Cesare is serving alcohol for everyone if you want to join them.
Yeah, sure. I just figured I'd be there, but I'm brooding as usual, like Batman or something.
Okay.
Thank you, Bruce Wayne.
Everyone's apologizing for your failed summoning. Oh, I'm sorry your summoning didn't go so well. Maybe next time.
Oh my god!
Theros absolutely brings Theros a condolence drink.
It's funny.
You know what, Bramble? What I'll do instead is I'll go to the ship instead of because I realize I can't purchase something like this.
Yeah.
And I'll go to like the Disco Juniors and ask if we have any more Conrosu weapons.
The Islebane, not much time left. The Demi-Liches. Sauron moves against us.
All right, slow down. We'll get to that in the morning because we need to do something important right now.
Oh, okay.
A Demi-Lich. Well, I want you to explain them to me tomorrow.
Two Demi-Liches. And then Sauron.
Two of them.
And then Sauron, yes.
Okay. Ooh, fun times. Do we happen to have any more boojangs or even a towel launcher?
The fuck?
And he looks, yes, and then he rips off his own arm and gives it to you.
Tell you what, and I attach the arm back.
I'll get the wood glue.
I think I have an old towel launcher and I show the towel bow, the oath bow that I was bestowed upon.
Mhm.
And I'll just, I'll do it upright. I'm gonna facilitate it to the point where a dwarf can use it rather than not just a Conrasu.
Okay, so you're gonna make a variant for him as kind of a memento.
Yeah, and a memento and a Gonge gift.
Okay.
And after that's done, the party starts. Everyone's drinking and hop and holler, and then I'll pull Hiram on the side and say, "May I speak to you before you head out?"
And he goes like, yes, of course, Lord Speaker Disco. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible.
Lord Speaker Hiram, first and foremost, congratulations on not just this, but all of your creative inventions over the last, I guess, semesters I've known you.
His eyes well up with tears after you say, Lord Speaker Hiram. It's just like it's so overwhelming. It just kind of washes over him.
I don't usually hand out gifts like this. I've never made it a thing like that in the past when I've done this type of ceremony. But seeing that you are leaving us, I want to make sure that you do not forget the folks around here, and I do want you to know that the efforts you put forward here do not go unnoticed. And I'll reveal a smaller variant of a Conrasu tall launcher. Instead of this being integrated with like the Conrasu wood structure, it is like a hand crossbow sort of situation. There's etchings of dwarven patterns rather than Conrasu its sigils, and with that is a small satchel full of modular like towel beads that they can shoot out depending on whatever Hiram wants to be. This is for you. I doubt you'll need it, but this is something from my culture and I wish to share with you.
He takes it very, very gently and looks at you beaming and says, I will mount this on my wall of the Cloud Cutter. I will make sure that everyone knows not only how the story of how I got it, but something like this is extremely culturally significant to my people. The first mantelpiece above my airship the first story of her flight. Thank you. You've given me so much.
I've only given you the tools that you required, as every other speaker here did. Just like I said, don't forget about us. We may call upon you every once in a while.
Of course. You may call upon me whenever you need me. But I'm sorry, I don't understand the mystery of the beryllium sphere or the power core or any of the other things. I could only get the ship to fly. I cannot get it to space. I'm sorry.
Well, we focus on what we can do, not that is unobtainable for now. You've gotten...
What if we get a giant slingshot? And
a giant towel launcher, you say? Conross, you ascend, and they all break down into wood, and then...
Merge to become Devastator.
Well, here's guys. We'll get a treadmill. And then
Oh god.
Just like the Flash. Like I said, you do not have to worry about what you didn't succeed at. Know that the success that you did make an impact and will be steps towards a brighter and more efficient path to the future.
I never thought of the future as a place. But now that I've been at the Begambia, I feel like I'm heading towards home wherever I go. I feel like that future, that's with all of us.
I look forward to it. Speaker Hybern. And I walk off.
Aww. So if no one else has anything to say to Hybrum, the party goes on throughout the night. And then the next day, he's going to head off back to the Dwarven lands to tell his family the good news, and he'll fly off in his little ship.
I think before he flies off, Disco would let the Sun Temple mages know, like, hey, their ship's flying again tomorrow, but towards out of sight. It's not going to be landing back anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
That way we don't get reprimanded again.
Oh, no problem. They'll make sure this time they're prepared. As you see this happen in the sky as the ship flies overhead.
Oh. I was afraid that was firing at the ship.
It's just like, we'll take care of you once and for all, Hybrim.
it just fucking explodes. Oh shit!
It's got an adamantium shell. It'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, the
like
ship will be
Wolverine.
fine. The rest of the meat sacks in there won't.
Fine.
So yeah, you see this spectacular display in the early morning as the sunlight rises and whatnot.
Good on you, Hybrim.
Good stuff.
You
That would help,
graduated.
but I don't think it,
Oh, go ahead.
I would say I'd help with the fireworks, but I don't think Eclipse Burst works exactly the same.
It does. It'll just eat all the light.
It's just,
Whoops.
he made it worse.
I can't see! I can't
Now it really is Eggs
Oh.
Benedict.
Oh no.
The prophecy must be fulfilled.
Grung is Loki and Oracle. Just giving us bad doom predictions.
So that's 5.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
I'll put someone in the Pathfinder memes.
Let me take a
Let me
look.
take a look.
It's a good one.
So,
Oh, the
how's
Wright
your
brothers.
boyfriend Orville doing?
Ex-boyfriend, if
Oh
you
my
don't mind.
god.
And who cares? He's probably off in a barn somewhere working on a contraption with that weird brother of his.
Ew.
Haha, bitch!
Haha, bitch.
You're so pretty, I miss you!
God.
You're so pretty, Miss.
Hello.
That was his real reasoning. No,
Oh, God.
I'll be right back. I'm going to
All right.
take that. I did it.
So that's 5. You have graduated 5 students. How do you feel, lore speakers?
5 students in 1 year?
Seems a
doing
little
good.
low.
We're doing good.
Or
Well,
It's going.
And you showed that bird a piece of your mind while you did it. It's just like I don't even know why you remembered that, but it's pissed you off to no end for like 2 modules now.
I'm half surprised Grung didn't jump out the ship to grab it and then like just do that Rock Lee thing into the ground with it.
Oh my god, the fucking
The
spinning
primary
boat?
Lotus.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh, no.
Nah, dude. Whenever I get those wings, dude, I'm gonna fucking fly over and fight it, fucking mouth to mouth.
What? What?
Form of a beak.
Nah, dude, no, beak, dude. I'm just gonna try to just fucking grab onto the back of its neck. Caw, caw.
So, who hasn't taught yet? You spent all last night alcoholing, boozing it, celebrating and whatnot, but you gotta teach today.
Harris does.
Do I?
How much did Heroes drink?
I don't know. He's a
No.
big guy.
Yeah.
Swear- He drank barely enough.
Oh, okay.
But
Enough
he
out
was,
of you.
he was the designated driver.
Oh, oops.
Wait, driver?
Yeah.
I thought he's a designated drinker. Oh shit!
Oh no.
Grung was just pouring and pouring. Like, wait, you're driving?
Shot, 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 shot.
Mistakes were made.
Ain't
Dude,
no
I
way you
don't think-
driving,
I
man.
don't think Grung can get intoxicated considering the DC's like 15, like fortitude.
So that is only for 0 level alcohol. The kind of alcohol that you can buy in the store and the really powerful stuff goes up in level to level 4. How Jin has the good stuff up to level 10 and above. And that DC increases as the level increases. So it's not just alcohol, it's specific types of alcohol. Like Talden Brandy, holy crap, Talden Brandy. That's like level 13.
Did that just kill a commoner?
Yes, that's why it's only for nobles. That's why only nobles can drink it.
But nobles are weaker. He'll just
The
take a sip.
fentanyl of alcohol, man. Just don't take this.
He'll say, I'll just have one. Like 5 minutes later, just fucking funeral.
Yes. But you don't understand. It was the best brandy they had ever tasted. It was worth it.
I think I'll drink it now. I think I'll drink it now.
Dude, that brandy, dude, I'll be like the fucking vacuum cleaner off a Teletubbies.
Oh my god. Uh-oh.
God.
The fact that I remember that shit, she could send me to the Shadowhome gang.
To the Shadowlands? No, you don't want to go
Yeah,
there.
I promise you in book 2 of Wildwood, you will go back to the Shadowlands.
I'm going back to the Emberberg. I have to make sure that the land I've now gotten is safe.
Yeah. It's not.
The druids will keep you safe.
They won't.
But what do they do?
We don't know.
Not
We
safe.
don't
They ensure
know.
the trees grow, but the trees grow on their own.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
So, who's teaching? Somebody's gotta teach today. It can't be someone who's already taught. Who's teaching?
So it's between me and who?
I don't know.
I think
I'm
it is
asking.
just you. Because
It's just
When the
you.
team on,
It may be just
so-
me. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe-
there's taught, Grung taught, I taught, Samshu just
You
taught.
got
Did McGee teach?
I don't remember.
Well,
In classic
since he's-
fashion.
McGee is
Well-
teaching right now. It's just an empty lectern.
Oh no!
It's called study hall, McGee says.
Great. All right, yep, Heroes, you're up.
I could have done that. Dang, he's smarter than I am. Study hall.
Grung
it's-
folded
it's
somebody for
reserved.
his. He's like, Nasi, get over here. Fold.
Well, I was showing people how to fold clothes, just without taking them
There's
off.
people in them.
All right, so Zeros heads up to the podium.
Is there what?
And Zeros, not Heros.
Zeros?
Oh.
Oh my god, you
Not
gave
Zeros.
yourself the ship name for the two characters. How drunk are you?
Fusion Ho!
I heard Zeros. I was like, what the?
Everyone just kind of murmurs to themselves like, what the hell is happening?
If it
Holy
wasn't canon,
shit.
if it
He
wasn't
is-
canon before,
He is roleplaying as Panda from WoW.
Oh my lord. Pandaren.
Brewmaster.
Yeah, Brewmaster.
so Heros heads up, and he's got his staff in his hands,
Okay.
the Phoenix staff he made, and all right, this didn't go so great last time, and I think I understand why. So this semester, I'm going to have you all create something. Not just any something. And he holds up the staff and he says, it took me a while. Over the last few months, I've come to realize that magic needs a personal connection. This staff represents that personal connection for me, and I'd like to see all of you create something similar.
Iboko raises her hand and says, like, we're going to create our own relics? It's finally going to happen?
I mean, you can do that if you want to. There's no restriction on materials or methods for this assignment.
Children,
You have
the restrictions have been lifted. Ruby will provide what you need. You know the price.
Who are you?
You're so funny, Master.
Oh, great.
right, so you have all the tools and the time that you need. Success or failure, and it rests entirely on you.
So Ruby's gonna hand out some stuff for their materials and be like, don't be shy. That's right. Take it. All right.
I personally suggest not using Ruby's services, but hey, I'm not your dad.
Yeah, she just kind of hands out rune stones and stuff for the kids to get started.
And all succubus runes, they start using them, and then they just get real horny.
No. Don't worry, Master. The second they make those relics, they'll become little spy devices. Our own little Alexas in the world.
Grief.
But yeah, now that you've given them a semester long or longer assignment, they're going to need to do their own research to make this relic item. They're going to need other materials besides what they just received to get started. They're going to need funding and whatnot. Headmaster OT is going to he's going to say like, Ignacy, do the paperwork to get them more funding. Ignacy's just like, ugh, goes over to a bush and lights a cigarette. So now the students will be kept occupied while you're on your expedition because they have a semester goal. They have a career goal now that they'll want to do, which is make their own relic. Anything you'd like to add to that? Lore Speaker Harrows, besides no restrictions on materials?
Yeah, it's a rough one.
You know what? No.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I mean, Harris does have office hours, quote unquote. If anybody has any questions, I will do what I can to make myself available. But I'm not making it for you.
Yeah. It's about this time that Zuma comes over and tries to get your attention as you're concluding class and says like, I need your help. I need all of your help. It's finally happening. It has appeared. It has appeared in the sky like a sign, and it is the foretelling of the ancient rune lords, and we must be able to greet it.
What?
The,
Slow down.
the rainbow has appeared in the sky, which means the rune lords are back, and we need to talk to them.
Is that what a rainbow means?
Yes.
Harold just looks over at Disco like,
You don't understand. It came to me in the hinterlands of Nabantu, a glorious sight, a rainbow from a clear sky above an idyllic stream. This can only mean that the rune lords have returned.
I mean, I can think of other things that means, but
I recall that my copies were like, "Hey, liches and liches." I'm like, actually, can all speakers? Can we head to my ship real quick and discuss this rainbow situation?
They're like, no, you must. I'll be here. Apparently.
No, you come along too. Come along too.
You have felt
as soon as you get to the ship.
You felt it too, right? In the wind.
Who, me? I just overheard something that might be related, but you know what? If they're not, it's a good thing we put it in our plate and that we put it in our Rolodex, if you will.
This could mean that they're awakening and spell utter doom for the entire world. We must make contact now and tell them we are not hostile.
Okay. As we enter the ship, I'm gonna see if there's any like alarms or like
Pod 7 critical.
check it out.
You're checking it out, and Suma's talking to you at the same time. No, don't fiddle with that. We need to do the ritual. We have to conduct the ritual in order to contact them. Your thing can wait.
Okay, sure. I was gonna see if they're related, but okay. Let's just go.
Okay.
Do we want to do the ritual here, or do we have to do it there?
We can do it in my office. That's the best place to do it. Or we could do it outside.
we're doing another ritual, are we?
Yes. This time we can't afford to screw it up. Because if we don't do it right, and the rune lords think we're aggressive, they'll come and they'll slaughter us all. They'll destroy the world. A doom unlike that of Starfall will descend upon us. That is the promise of the rainbow, you see.
Alex, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, I didn't mute.
I love that. Zuma's trying to tell you that the world is ending. Samshu's just screaming out the ship, going like, Alex! Don't do that!
Get away
There's
from
a new
the
student here
Is that your
named Alex.
bird's name?
Just a random student passing by.
Alex is usually up to no good, so the Samshu really rings them in. None of us believe Samshu that Alex is a problem. But he's like,
Oh,
"What are you doing?"
What if we all can't see Alex? Only he
Oh
can.
my
I was
god!
about to say, for the longest time, we all just thought Alex wasn't real.
Oh my god.
Alex is the invisible wizard. Understood.
Yep.
It's the cursed student. It's like the from like Harry Potter. Those fucking ghost students. Scrooge's house while following
Oh,
him.
no. I have
Oh
returned.
yeah.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Zuma,
We've expanded the lore while you were gone.
wait,
No.
wait. I know.
It's broken.
I know at least one of you is good at rituals. You have to help me. It's a combination of a commune and call spirit ritual. Don't worry, I have all the DCs set and everything. All you have to do is, pick the thing you're good at and assist me.
Understood.
I'll be the
I'm
primary
good at fixing
caster.
rituals.
I'm good at a few things.
All right, so this is experimental, and he's been developing it for years. The ritual attempts to secure an audience with powerful forces to get answers to lingering questions. Zuma's never managed to get it to work, but he hopes having you act as secondary casters will provide a breakthrough. So, each hero provides and serves as a secondary caster for the ritual, while Zuma serves as the primary caster. The following skills can be used to assist. And I'm going to type them all out so I don't have to read them all off. There you go. Arcana, Diplomacy, Occult, Religion, Society, all with a DC of 34. Alternatively, you can use a appropriate lore skill of 30. And guess what? We're going to use the victory point system again, just like we used the victory point system for the flight system, but we're going to call them ritual points now. They're the same thing, though.
Okay.
All right. So,
I have a
Arcana, you say?
question. Yes, question.
Would Heros be able to use elemental lore,
Sure.
assuming that, like,
Oh.
planar connections between the material and the various elemental planes? I think this would be kind of similar.
Yeah, I'll allow that. So, who's making what checks? We have Heros on elemental lore.
Arcana, you say?
Yep.
I can do religion.
Okay.
I'll assist everyone.
I'll do occultism then.
Okay. All right. So, if you got a lore, it's DC 30. If you're using religion, arcana, or nature and whatnot, you're going to do DC 34. So, one failure.
What a terrible roll.
I'll just roll my assist if it's gonna make a difference.
One success.
Can you get +4?
I can only give a +2.
Arcana would.
I'm Gucci gang.
Ooh, crit success. That's worth
Yeah,
2
boy.
ritual points.
Yay, making up for my failure.
Oof.
My roll's a bit trash today.
I said occultism, right? Let's.
Oh, I could do, what was it, occultism and diplomacy. I have a high diplomacy too, but I already did the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I failed by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Grung.
Oh.
Occultism,
All
grung.
Let's. Grung occultism. It's not trained, but I have untrained improvision.
It's been a day.
Yeah, Grung.
That is a critical success, so it's a +2 circumstance for 34. That is a success now.
Let's go wins.
I was like, that's more spookier than that. And you're like, what?
All right.
Right?
Beetlejuice.
You have
Shit, you're right. I should 3 times.
You have attained 4 ritual points, and you needed to earn at least 3 ritual points to be a success. So the ritual is a success, and a glimmering plane of hazy light appears. So let's get that up here, because something's gonna happen.
Good or bad, we don't know.
We don't know. As this shimmering portal comes out and whatnot to reveal the image of a regal-looking woman. Let's get her up here. And of course, I lost the thing again. Ah, there we are. as she waves to all of you. She is wearing...
Hello.
She says hello. Why hello? Her dark hair, wearing a scarlet dress chased in silver filigree, she sits in an elegant work desk and appears to be in the midst of crafting a magical polearm. And after a moment, she notices the scrying plane and greets Disco, looking directly through it to address Zuma and you guys. You must be from the Magambia?
Bingo. You got it correct.
Is she wearing a glove?
Yes.
Oh, it looks like she's got no skin. I was like, dang, that's fucked up.
No. I've been waiting for someone from such a powerful organization to contact me. I would have reached out myself were I not attending to so many matters here at home. Please, tell whomever is in charge down there that my emissary should arrive within a week. I'm sure we'll have much of mutual interest to discuss. And in the future, please announce yourself before sending scrying magic into my personal chambers. I'm sure neither of us wants any misunderstandings to mar our relationship before it has a chance to begun properly.
Sorry, you said scrying magics.
Well, yes, that is the magic you use to contact me right now, is it not?
Oh,
Harrows just looks at Zuma.
Goes like, surveillance! We need information!
Zuma, we will reprimand the one who casted such a spell unceremoniously. We apologize for that.
Tell us where the orphans are!
Who? Zuma, what are you on about?
I know you have them! You took them! You're the ones who opened the
Zuma.
gates!
I apologize for our compatriot. They may have not had a good night's rest.
Ah, I see, she says understandingly. Well, I suppose there is no harm done.
While she says that, as I dismiss it, can I do a sense motive to see if she
Sure.
knows about whatever Zuma's talking about?
Yeah. So you get the impression that she has no idea what he's babbling about, and he is going on so many tangents about how rune lords develop the anklets within shoelaces and how their purpose is sinister and used to derive blood of children as they learn to tie their shoes or whatnot, and it just goes on and on and on, getting more and more tangled up in conspiracy. And she seems
Oh.
Understood that
genuinely...
reference. Thank you.
What?
I said I understood that reference.
Yes, the question. So, she seems genuinely interested to meet you all. I have told you my name. Who are all of you?
We are the speakers here at the school. I am Disco. That is McGee, and I point over there.
It's like, I
Oh
almost
shit,
didn't see
McKee's
him.
here.
I almost didn't see him.
I usually have to point that out. No worries.
Them Harrows.
I'm Sam Shu.
Grung.
Lyris. Sorry, I was holding his
Turn-
sneeze. Sorry.
Turned into Steve Urkel to hide identity. I'm Ziri.
I was hiding. I was,
Shit, did
I'm
you
about
just
to. I'm about to
put your
sneeze.
glasses on or something? My name is Darren.
My name's
Oh my god.
Channing, what are you doing
Before
here?
my time.
So,
And the sleepy one over there is Zuma.
well, it's been a long time in New Thessalonian before we were contacted by anyone, because of my my nation's history, past deeds of evil, and the magic of the Sin Wells and the Rune Lords, I didn't think anyone was actually going to contact us like this before. But if a powerful organization like the Magambia has reached out to us, I'd be foolish not to send an emissary. I look forward to working with you all. I hope
Now,
you...
you said your past deeds.
Ah,
correct?
yes. Yes.
These are no longer current deeds that you or your associates are performing, correct?
Oh, we do, but it is not within the confines of other societies. We are learning how to interact with other societies now that we have awakened from our aeons long slumber. I understand things have happened with the recent events and whatnot that have happened from other Rune Lords, but I assure you, I have no dreams of conquest, nor do I intend to be hostile towards my neighbors. In fact, since you are from the magical school of the Magambia, I could arrange for rune magic to be taught in exchange for some cultural benefits to my own nation, so that we may learn about our neighbors. Call it sort of an exchange of goodwills.
Change for the runes, and you become students here. That way you get to learn not just the magics here, but we can slowly push you into society so you can see what it's like.
I would like that. I feel we've been disconnected from the world for too long, as it is now. Expect the emissary within a week.
Is there a proper way to reach out to you? That way we don't scry on you by accident again?
Ah, yes. The emissary will have all the information with them, and you may direct your questions through them. Although, now that I've seen you all for myself and had a chance to talk with you, I suppose I wouldn't mind visiting.
You're more than welcome.
Well, I
Will
must...
your emissary appear here, or should we keep an eye out for any weird occurrences on our plane?
I assure you, nothing sinister will happen. They will approach you within the mundane means. I'm afraid I must go. Business is calling to me, and I must finish my polearm. I bid you well, Magambians. And with that, the portal...
Stay well and stay safe.
Yep. With that, the portal will close. As Zuma goes into a flurry and says, Queen Sorshan, one of the longest-lived wizards in the history of Thessalonian, yet she greeted us so calmly, and was the omen I saw warning of her, or someone close to her hiding in the shadows? This changes everything. We must find those orphans immediately.
Is Zuma an oracle?
He is a conspiracy theorist.
Is that a class?
It is for him.
It's a career path.
Mm-hmm.
So there's orphans that are missing, or
Yes.
did I
Yes.
just miss that?
Zuma tells you that the orphans have been missing for a while now.
Okay.
Okay. Then how long is a while?
Ever since I sent students off to the man-eating plant exhibit within the gardens.
So we're gonna arrest
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Wait, where's my newest member of staff? Where's Airlock at? I don't think Zuma can fuck with this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
It's your boy.
You remember that you chased that man and tried to save his life so many times, but he kept dying?
Oh, yes. Harris wasn't there for
My question now, Sumo.
Yes.
Have any of the students you've sent come back safely?
Of course they've come back safely. It's the orphans I'm concerned about.
What do we do,
You know what?
gang? Do we dismiss this or do we
Tell me about it
acknowledge
when you're done talking about it. I'm leaving.
My God. We must
I
ensure
It's solid end of the world.
Uh-huh.
we must ensure Queen Sorsen does not become an enemy. We must properly greet her her emissary when they come.
Zuma, I find out you spy on her again. There'll be big trouble.
I dig through everyone's garbage.
The moment I see you through my garbage, Zuma, and like Disco walks up.
Was that the question reference?
Yes, that was the question
Oh
again.
my god. Stop. You're giving me too many flashbacks to my childhood.
I tell you,
Better
she's up to no good, or maybe she isn't. We have to find out.
I guess that's we welcoming him with open arms, right?
Yes.
So we get to talk. So don't scry on them again.
No more scrying.
And don't do anything that will disrupt their privacy. You know, that I'm pretty sure they were being kind, but the moment that kindness goes away, I'm pretty sure we'll be in trouble.
Well, no, you wouldn't want her as an enemy. She's on the level, if not stronger, than Hao Jin. She's existed before Starfall.
More reason to talk to her civilly.
Who knows what secret she hides under her dress?
Awooga.
A stunned silence across the entire room.
God,
Mm-hmm.
he's just gonna keep going on.
That's where I left.
I slowly back away.
Okay.
If we have time in the day, I'd like to bring everyone's attention to the ship.
Okay.
Since we're done with the...
Oh, I'll turn back to it.
Yep. You get back to the ship.
And I'll... Disco Juniors.
They line up. And they
Please
ask...
repeat what you told me yesterday.
Yeah, your pod 7 critical.
And 2 liches, we said?
2 liches, Sauron, the Iobane. They need us. Can't hold out much longer. Doorway to the Redstar. Sauron! The eye unclosing.
I understand.
The Iron Curtain? What?
Did everyone get what they said? At least not understand, but you know what they said. In
Heard something about a ring and
I heard the
Mount Doom?
words, yes.
The Iron Curtain, like the Soviets?
While we're discussing, I'll check out Pod 7 to see
Okay.
why it's critical.
And you take a look at it, and it looks like the timer is nearly ready to go off. The timer says like one sub quest left.
Oh, so I guess after this we'll be in the midst of it.
Yep.
Disco Juniors, are there any prerequisites that we must obtain before this event?
Yes, you must prepare the gifts and the story of your lives. You must tell them the story of your lives. At which point the liches will judge you. And then you have to cut off a limb and not regenerate it ever again. It must be sacrificed. And then Sauron will kiss you. And then you could go through the portal.
how big does
Is
a
it-
limb have to be?
It can be anything. You can take out an eye, you can take out an arm or a leg. It has to be something that you will never regenerate again.
Well, Pinky, we've had a good run.
Yeah, what is the
Wait,
pinky, not
wait.
the arm of the hand?
The arm of the hand.
Yeah,
It's left.
I mean,
and
hey,
right. You're right.
sophistry, man. I'm a lawyer.
Last digit of the Pinky, we've had a good run.
Yeah, we're gonna look like Yakuza.
Oh god.
Wait,
I just
I got an even better one. We just had shape change into something, cut off its limb, then change back.
But that's regenerating,
The
I'd
lich-
say.
The
No,
liches-
it's not regenerating.
The liches will not accept that.
Well, why? I guess we got to take him to court.
That's
There got to be litigation.
anything that gets the limb back, even if it's not regeneration or whatnot. It's considered.
Well, the limb won't be back as long as he never goes in that form again, right?
It's beyond the scope
May
of this
I-
adventure.
May I ask?
Took a law class.
Does everyone have to give up a limb, or does it have to be a limb for everyone?
Everyone has to do it. You must watch the Rings of Power, all season 1 and 2 episodes at once.
Just shoot me and be done with it.
Can you just take an arm instead?
That's part of the sacrifice. They spent $1 billion on the series. You have to watch it.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Like the Acolyte?
One season and done, baby. We love to see it.
Like Willow. Willow doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, God.
Oh.
It's not even on Netflix anymore. That's crazy. Disco Juniors, can you prepare gifts? Or is it the gifts that we are telling them are stories?
They rip off
Just
one of their
confirm.
arms and gives it to you.
No. For this event, will the gift be our tails?
For the Iobane, yes. But then you must give gifts to the liches.
All right. I hand off 100 gold pieces. Your task is to go and retrieve gifts through commerce means.
We cannot. It must be something that belonged to the 10 magical warriors. Those are the gifts they desire.
I guess we're not going because they're not getting my book.
I'm not getting out this chair.
Not one page. I'll give them the cover page. That's all they get.
Oh.
Ugh. Fine.
We have to hand off what? Just one? Just one of these 10 relics?
As many as influence points that they need.
I'm not one for violence, but what if we fight the Lich?
No one has ever fought the Lich and survived before.
What's his challenge rating?
Infinity.
We don't know. 400?
Damn.
9.
9.
27.
Okay.
One of these numbers is true.
Yeah.
Could I do a recall knowledge occultism to see if any how do I say this? Any events in the past that anyone has conflicted with these liches, it's a point where they almost lost?
Well, the thing is, you've already done all your practical research and whatnot. You have all the information. This is the first time that you've heard about liches. Your practical research yielded nothing other than a cult of the undead. So you have exhausted all the information available to you. And you're just receiving this new information now on the off chance that, one of your subordinates has something, possibly from your previous memory, possibly not.
Okay. Then I'll just turn to the party. So we should be preparing, I assume? for this. Sorry, I'm not confused. I'm very overwhelmed at the fact there's not just one but two immortal entities about to enter our plane after we just met the Star Lady.
You get used to it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Fair.
We're very popular, apparently.
Yeah, it's like it was the center of some story or something. It's weird.
All right. Discos, can you attach a similar timer to my wrist to Pod 7 so I can
They'll give you
keep track of it?
they'll give you a little timepiece or whatnot.
Excellent. Good job, Discos. Is there anything else you need to report to me before we leave?
Corridors of knowledge. Betrayal. And it points at Heros. Betrayer.
Excuse me?
Betrayer.
Any... You know what? What do you mean by that?
I'm happy for the change of pace. Not me this time.
Your sacrifice is needed. Cut out your tongue. Hand, foot, or eye.
You need to elaborate.
No.
Huh?
That's all they wrote in the module. There's a period there. It ends.
How about an ear? To accept an ear.
No.
Yeah.
What about my ear lobe? So I can't wear earrings anymore.
Nope.
Big
Just
sad.
sacrifice.
Yeah,
Big sad. Big sad.
He's trying to sell it to him.
Mike Tyson off you, dude.
This is my brain on 3 hours of sleep.
So I'm gonna give you the list of things that are acceptable sacrifices to this entity that they're referencing.
Okay, so for a recap here, right?
Yeah.
This is our sacrifice to get to the red planet.
This
To get to Mars.
Yeah, to Mars. In order to get to Mars, in order to use the portal, you first have to go to the Iobane, give them gifts from the 10 magical warriors, tell them the story of your life, and then after that, you have to go to the cult of the undead that's guarding the actual portal and has the ritual, and then you can get to the portal after you appease the Demi-Liches and Sauron, Lord of the One Ring.
So, counterpoint.
You do have a spaceship, but you didn't
Yeah,
find a
that's what I'm saying.
beryllium sphere.
Oh, and that's to do artificial gravity?
Maybe we'll
The
find
power core.
it in this.
Oh. damn.
So, counterpoint.
Yes.
You said we can't just have one person lose all of their limbs, right? That doesn't
Right.
work.
Has to be something from everybody that wants to go through the portal.
I see.
Or you can kill the liches, which no one has ever done before.
Yeah. But,
Remember, it's an entire
Tempting.
cult of the undead.
and we don't have any pretty pallies with us.
You got a cleric?
Oh yeah, coming back. Are we gonna have to pay another limb to come back?
Disco Jr. says, come back? What?
All right, so we're not
All
doing
right,
that.
good. Okay.
That answered our
Hold
question
on.
immediately, right?
All
Like-
right.
Like
Why are we going in the
we're
first
consensus, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Fight.
Wait, why are we going in the first place?
We gotta save the red planet from the death of something.
Why? It's a whole other planet. Why should we care?
Because Archmage Jatambe is facing his ancient enemy, the biting king of ants, and he's been away for over 4,000 years trying to finally defeat him. And you will be the linchpin that enables him to do that, because they have been in a stalemate all this time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So I
So
think
assuming we win, we'll have a level 37,000 mage to give us our limbs back.
Mythical Archmage, yes. On the level of Haojin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, you know.
Wait. You guys
Things
want
go-
another Haojin? Hold on.
It's different though. It's different.
This
It's
is a
different.
lose-lose.
No.
Lose.
It's a guy, so he's not as petty.
I don't know.
I don't know. Houch giving me a PTSD attack for female spellcasters.
fair.
I can't imagine why you're still single, Zeros.
Oh. What about Samshu?
So
Yeah. I'm
So
female and
sitting
then
right there.
Oh yeah.
You're one.
You
You're one of the
learned that
guys, Samshu.
Zareth-
You're one of the guys.
You're one of the guys. Okay.
I think
I'm
Samshu
really-
will go.
You were willing to go then?
The tantalizing knowledge of an archmage is too much.
Yep.
One way or another. It doesn't have to be the cutting off the limb way, but she wants to go one way or another.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go save a super mage. I'll be there. Power. This is on reward. You know how it be with Xeris.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can always make you guys some really cool artificial limbs.
I was also thinking that too.
Disco Jr. interjects again. Nope. Can't replace the limbs either. The liches will know.
All right, so we're just gonna kill the liches, right? We're
Yeah.
gonna
Oh
find
yeah.
them.
100%. Like, was that ever a question? Yeah.
All right.
So let's figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
After this quest coming up, they are coming. Do we look for? I have one before I metagame this. Do we know of Lich's current situation with like having soul split into things, or should we do recall knowledge?
You should definitely do recall knowledge on that. You are at a magical school.
Gotcha. Got it. All right, I'll do recall knowledge. Arcana,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll ask it out loud. Does anyone know how to defeat a lich?
Kill him.
You
God.
just blocked right?
I will recall knowledge occultism.
Okay. All right. So Samshu tells you about their ability to counterspell, while Disco tells you about their rejuvenation as long as their soul cage is not destroyed. But you don't know any details about these particular liches. They could be a different variant type of lich. They could be, a unique lich. They could be something altogether different than what you're used to within the concept of a lich, because they've had a cult for nearly 4,000 years now. And the Iobane are very powerful spellcasters and guardians of that area, and they've been picked off by these people, by this undead cult.
I'm gonna have to run through my spells, make sure I can kill all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then if that's the case, let's see if we make ties with this space lady, and maybe her knowledge of runes could be helpful against liches.
All
Does
right.
that sound promising?
So the emissary will come to the Magambia, and they'll do the standard New Thessalonian greeting and whatnot, and they will answer all your questions. The Rune Lords are not liches. They put themselves into magical slumber until Starfall was over. They actually believe that undeath is beneath them.
So, with you having such a taboo against this, would you know? As emissary, would you know of ways to not just counteract, but maybe impede liches?
Ah, yes. First, you would need to cut off their minions from them, I believe the emissary says. Also, they're very powerful spellcasters, and they don't cast their spells carelessly. So, even if they've been alive for an extremely long time and are insane, expect them to be powerful opponents. You'll need to be ready to counterspell, if possible. Or perhaps you have some magic that would reflect magic back upon another caster.
Hmm.
Who would have something like that?
Well, the powerful mages of the Magambia, of course. And if you do not, you can always buy an item that could do such an effect for you.
Just thinking that.
I have spell riposte. Hacha.
I think that's something I could manage.
Alright, so you're getting your information about these liches and whatnot. But how are you preparing for the expedition itself?
We know it's amongst the stars. So perhaps, just perhaps, we look into proper ways to survive in that ethereal sea above us. I'm pretty sure that my ship could sustain life. Obviously, it has. But we need to also get that orb, which is the big thing, eh? What is our game plan here, gang?
Kill.
Well,
Yes.
it's gonna be
Hey.
we're gonna try and fight them, but because of the module, we won't be able to beat them. We're gonna lose our shit. And we're gonna come back from the end of the module and get it back. Probably is my guess.
Hey.
Probably.
Let me do one last asking around if anyone has had knowledge or seen anything resembling essentially the battery for the spaceship.
Pod
I'll
7
go on a gather.
critical.
They're really upon us. All right.
Yeah. All right, and as you're going around doing your things and everything, are you telling anyone where you're going on campus? You know, that you're going to do this expedition at all? Are you going to maybe tell Headmaster OT or effeminate teacher of incoming students, Ignacy, that you're not going to be here after the semester ends? Maybe
I feel like
I'll
that's
figure it out.
Figure it out. I think